Greetings and welcome back to my entry-level guitar lessons. I've had some requests for some people that wanted to learn how to play guitar, and they kind of wanted to know how to get started. So I think I've done like 6 videos so far. I'm guessing this would be 7. I haven't really gone back and looked. It's been a while since I posted the last one. So got my ES335 hollow body guitar here plugged into my half stack. Not that I need all that for a lesson, but you know, it looks pretty cool, doesn't it? Looks pretty sexy. Stage candy. Anyhow, so I wanted to kind of build upon what I've already talked about, and some of the things that really matter as a beginner is holding the pick properly. So I've got this full-size pick. It's a Dunlop. It's a little bit thicker. I like my picks kind of thick, so when I dig into the note, you know, the pick doesn't kind of get flimsy and give me a weak sound. Thicker picks always get you a beefier tone. So I like thicker picks, and I like the material this is made out of as well. So it's pretty important. So the thumb, as you can see, goes on one side, and then your finger. Sometimes I'll hold it with 2 fingers, sometimes just 1. And so that you've got a good grip on the pick. Sometimes I'll lose a pick; it'll just fall out of my hand, and I don't know. Sometimes I just get to where I'm sweating, especially in the heat. You know, summer heat. When you're playing guitar, if you're playing outside, you get hot and sweaty. The pick tends to want to kind of fall out of your hands. So they do make picks that have a little grip on them, it's almost like some sand type surface that gives you better grip. So you may have to go to that kind of pick if you struggle with that. So that's how we hold the pick. Now, on this guitar, it really matters kind of where you put your hand as well, because if you lay your hand on the strings, it's going to mute them. You're going to get that. Now, there are some times where you want to do that. That's actually when you want to get percussive, like. But I usually use my left hand for the muting, not my right hand. So it's kind of, you know, try to get the position of your right hand back here behind the bridge, where the strings lay in the saddles right here. You want your hand back here when you're playing, or you know, if you can. So I didn't even touch the bridge. I've gotten accustomed to playing off of the bridge. A lot of people will play on it. So just for starters, it's good just to kind of rest your hand and let your wrist kind of do the work, the back and forth. You know, you see what my wrist is doing here. I'm using that as the pivot point. So so let's start off by going to the low E, which is the top string. That's really considered your bass string. So we're going to do a series of down strokes with the pick. So we're just going to go. Notice the left hand, what I'm doing. So I struck the note, and then I just barely lay my fingers across the string after I let it resonate a minute. So that's just a little blues run, or it's kind of what you'd hear a bass player doing a blues turnaround or a blues song. Work on doing that, okay? This is little bite-sized videos. I like to do them, keep them very short and sweet. Give you one little piece to go work on, and that way, like, as soon as you pick your guitar up, you start doing it. You know, these little bite-sized lessons. They're very attainable very quickly, and that allows you to advance quicker and start to really enjoy your lessons. and your practices, because that's really important that you're having fun with it and that you like the little things that you're starting to do. Be patient with it, because at some point I'm going to give you enough material that if you practice all of the videos I've given you and you work through them and you get proficient at those little details, when you do start learning songs, you're going to be so far ahead of everybody else, because I teach the little nuances that make guitar players, really sound good. Those nuances a lot of times are not taught. A lot of people just teach. They teach chords. But I teach how to play the chord and how to transition from chord to chord, and some things you can do to make you sound like a pro. So we are going to get into those things, but we're going to do it in bite-sized pieces. So just take this a little bit at a time. Go back and work on that. Work on holding your pick, where you rest your hand behind the bridge. All right, so go work on that, and I will try to put something together here to build upon that here in the next week or so. Okay, thanks. Thanks for coming by.